We as manga and anime enjoyers are very simple people. We see a dude with black hair and a sword, we read and watch dude with a black hair and a sword, and we hype the fuck out of it. We get hyped for that shit. We're very simple creatures, and this is the lifeblood for most anime and manga fans, a good 95% of them at least anyway. And right now, Shonen Jump, that's these guys, they're in a pretty scary situation right now. Why? You might ask why? Well, that's because their Big Boy Juicer series are slowly coming to an end, and that's why, you silly goose. Yeah, One Piece has entered its final arc, and Jujutsu Kaisen is also now in its wrap-up phase. And on top of this, other popular series like, for example, Shoujo X, Black Clover, and a couple of others are all on a bi-weekly / monthly or even quarterly release schedule, meaning Shonen Jump, yep, that's these guys again, now needs another Big Boy Juicer series to fill in the void from the current Big Boy Juicers that are eventually going to leave the series. Shows like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, all of these big, massive Juicer series are slowly but surely coming to an end or have gone onto a bigger release schedule for monthly, quarterly, or bi-weekly. And while yes, there is some really good series on Shonen Jump on a weekly basis, for example, Sakamoto Days, Dandadan, Undead Unluck, and even Chainsaw Man, right now none of these seem to be hitting the same kind of stride and vibe that Jujutsu Kaisen and One Piece are. And I've been saying for a long time, I think JJK and One Piece are kind of hard carrying the weekly Shonen Jump experience right now. At least for me personally. Feel free to absolutely disagree with that in the comments down below. But that's where Kagurabachi comes in, because I haven't seen hype for a series release like this in a genuinely long time. Like, this series had their first chapter leaked a whole week early before the official Viz release, and people on Twitter were saying this man Shishiro is gonna be their new MC and how he clears Yuji already. And to those people, I just want to speak to you. But anyway, fast forward to today, and Kagurabachi's first chapter officially released, and I thought I'd have a little mosey on over and have a little read and see what all the fuss is about with this new series. The first chapter, it captured my interest. Did it blow me away? Was it the best thing I've ever read? No. I've read Vagabond, which is completely and utterly stained and ruined swordsman in manga for me permanently, because that is a peak series. Also, go read Vagabond while you're here. But the premise is actually very, very cool, and the first chapter does a really good job at setting up the world, the main character, and the power system, while also keeping you in the dark about a lot of events and how they all come about. For example, boom, time skip. Yes, chapter 1, we had a 38-month time skip, which I think is a rather unique choice. 38 months is a lot of time to just brazenly skip over. Well, hey, I'm sure the author knows exactly what they are doing right there. But it is a super interesting choice for the first chapter. Not only that, but Shishiro's actually not a sniveling little pussy fart of a main character that'll actually gain some crazy power all of a sudden. And not only that, this man is actually a certified hater. Every morning, when I wash my face, I look in the mirror and I see this scar, and I remember that day. So every day, I start the morning with a fresh hatred. Not only all that though, but he actually already has an established power set and skills, and power set that comes from the form of sorcery. Sound familiar? Yeah, that caught my attention too. Don't worry, Gege Akutame has done irreparable damage to my psyche with that word. Good lord, every time I hear sorcery, I'm like, oh? But the power system is based around swords and sorcery, and to me, as a Yuta fanboy, as a simp, I'm a simple man. I see sorcery, I see blades, and I click, and honestly, it looks beautiful. Look at this opening shot of Chihiro using his powers. This brother just summoned 2 giant-ass goldfish, but there's also a healthy dose of foreshadowing within this first chapter. Shishiro's dad, oh yeah, he has a dad, he died during the time skip, so too bad about that one. But anyway, moving on, I'm sure that'll be explained at some point during the future, hopefully, maybe not. Anyway, Shishiro's dad has actually bought 3 goldfish, and it's explained early on that a black goldfish wards off evil and a red one attracts good fortune, but the 3-colored one, yeah, that one does something totally amazing. And the next thing we know, we see Chihiro has wiped out a full warehouse of Yakuza with this sword. Do we know why he's hunting the Yakuza? Absolutely fucking not. But the premise is super interesting. I feel like it's different. It kind of feels refreshing for a chapter 1, and I'd like to see where the series could go and what it can do. I feel like reviewing a manga series from one chapter is kind of a difficult thing to do, but it's very rare that I see a manga series being released and having the same level of hype. Like, this was kind of trending a little bit on Twitter. There was many people. There's already fan accounts for this manga already. It has 1 chapter, and that chapter got leaked. There was a lot of hype for this, so you could say this might be a Shonen Jump industry plant, because good lord, it had a lot of hype, and from what I can see, it looks pretty decent. The story sounds promising, the art style looks cool, and our main protagonist isn't a sniveling little bitch. However, that might come back to bite him on the ass a little bit later on down the line. But anyway, if you haven't already, go and read Kagurabachi. It's worth a read. It's 1 chapter, it's like 50 pages, you know, and if you don't like it, then GG, you don't have to keep reading it, but it seems interesting, and it could be something that could be potentially the next big thing. So who knows? And also subscribe to this channel for more manga, because I do sorcery stuff and, you know, jujutsu kaisen and all that good stuff, and manga and things and stuff. Anyway, that's everything from me. I just wanted to talk about this manga because, you know, I like manga. That's what I do on this channel. Anyway, as always, I will catch you guys all in the next one. Much love, big kisses, peace.